changes the value of thinking. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. This is Henry Ford, the greatest inventor that America has ever had. He says, whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you are right. Because as a man thinketh, so is he, says James Allen. And the Bible also says the same in Proverbs. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. We are a product of our thoughts. There are two worlds that exist, the physical and the mental. And the physical is a product of the mental. Your life becomes a reflection of your thought process. Therefore, there is none you can blame. Whatever circumstance, unfortunate of life that you can look at, there is one who lived in a similar circumstance, or even one that is worse, that managed to rise to the top. And that is why Richard Nixon says excuses are the nails used to build a house of failure. If you see a man rich in excuses, you do not need to be a prophet. You are looking at a man whose end will be poor. Find a person who has got no excuses. You don't need to be a prophet. You have found a man or a woman who will rise to the top. So the value of thinking. In here, friends, I challenge you to think. Find time when you sit and think about your life. Ask yourself proper questions. Why am I here? Why am I in this relationship? There are people who find themselves in relationships accidentally. How did you meet? Even me, I'm shocked. It just happened. And you are shocked why the relationship is a wall of Jericho going round and round until it trembles down. You must sit and think. When a young man is proposing, sit and think and ask the right questions. And the right questions are not these. So what color is your favorite? Blue. Even me, it's blue. So what is your favorite meal? Pizza. I mean, it's debonnaires. When you sit and have a conversation, the question should be, are there mad people in your family? Yes. Because mad people have a way of destabilizing marriages if you did not know about them. What do you plan to do in the next 5 or 10 years? What are you currently doing? What do you plan to invest in? These are critical questions. Where do you want to settle? So as young people, let us begin to think and ask the right questions of others, but more especially of ourselves. What am I doing? Why am I here at Mulungushi today? There should be a question to that. And an answer. Why did I buy a ticket? Let us begin to engage our minds. There is no tool as powerful as your mind. I wish I could explain the anatomy of your mind so that you understand the investment God has made over your mind. Your mind sits in a brain, covered by a bone, strongest bone in the body, only second to the teeth. That is why if an animal eats you, what will remain is a skull. It cannot crack it. To protect the brain that is in there. To move from the outside to your brain, you go through 8 layers. You do not see this anywhere in the body. The brain being the only organ that is floating, seated on nothing. It is floating. If it hits against the wall, you faint. It is called a concussion. It is floating in fluid. 80% water. Somebody says there's nothing in your head, it's just water. Don't be offended, it's true. With a powerful system of supply of blood, it gets its blood from the heart. The heart pumps out 5 liters of blood every minute. Of that 5 liters, you should know that 25% of it goes to the brain, which is only a 5% of your body weight. Your brain is 5% of your body weight. It gets 25% of your blood supply. Then God puts it in 3 meninges to protect it. Infections find it hard. Drugs find it hard. That is why even the hardest conditions to treat are meningitis. If an infection goes to your brain, even drugs find it hard to go to your brain. God protected it this way. That is why you cannot afford to expose your brain and mind to junk, because it is junk in, junk out. You must expose your mind to things that stretch it, because somebody says a mind that has been stretched cannot return to its original form. So interact with people that expand your thinking. Read books that expand your thinking. Watch programs that expand your thinking. Attend programs that expand your thinking, because as you think, you will become.